Coppin, CEO, Simplex IT, Crouch Shield Geek, and I'm talking about day 2 of the ChannelPro conference here in Chicago. That was on February 28th, 29th. This is the 29th, the full day of the conference, really. And the high point for everyone involved, obviously, was the talk that was given by Kelly Stone, who's the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer over at Channel Program, and myself, which was talking about upselling. And upselling not as in how to sell additional stuff to clients, but upselling as in how do you take your goods and services, and in this case, as a managed service provider, but how do you make it so you can go after and market to larger organizations than you normally do? And it was interesting because the conversation really focused on what's the value. What is the value that you can define, not that you bring, but that the customer enjoys? Because so often, especially in the managed service world, but in a lot of companies overall, we focus on what we do. We don't focus on the results of it. You know, you get back to that whole marketing thing. Nobody buys a drill, they buy a hole. And I think to a large degree, managed service providers in the IT industry, we talk about what we do. You know, we bring the network monitoring, we bring the patching, we bring the endpoint, the security, the whatever. But at the end of the day, if the client is a widget manufacturer, how are we making it so that they can be more productive and more secure in terms of how they sell and service widgets? And when you have that conversation nailed down, it's much easier to talk to larger organizations, because at the end of the day, you're not talking about what you do, you're talking about what benefit they will enjoy. And there was a lot of spirited conversation and questions and answers, and to give away a few of my books, and then had some good conversations afterwards. And today was the major part of this conference, and they will be doing it, I think, 4 or 5 more times throughout the year. I will be speaking at the one in Columbus that I think will be in May later this year, I think on the same topic. And I also had a chance to talk to a bunch of other, both managed service providers as well as vendors. Had a wonderful dinner. Thank you, Matt Scully and company over at Kaseya, with about 4 or 5 other MSPs and Matt. I have eaten now turtle gumbo. It's a slow meal. Yeah. Anyway, but had some real good opportunities to exchange some ideas, and got a couple podcast guests lined up. One I'm really looking forward to is actually Kelly. She and I are going to talk about the difference between marketing and marketing value, because Kelly is also of the same wavelength as I am as far as how value proposition is so much more critical now than it ever has been. So had several conversations on that, had some conversations with some MSPs about how to price assessments and onboarding and all that. So it was a great opportunity to talk to managed service providers and have basically catch up on relationships with some vendors as well. So bottom line, take a look. I think their next conference is in Orlando. ChannelPro, it's a good group to begin with, and their conferences are nice. They're very to the point, good subset of vendors, good cross selection of attendees, and I appreciate the opportunity to come speak there. Anywho, that's it for my reports, because it was basically a 1.5 day conference. It's over, and I am heading back to Cleveland Friday morning. Happy Leap Year Day, everybody. Comments, questions, subscription, thumb checking. You need to do those things.